video, let's have a look how these file systems that we just created look on the command line. So the command for that is Weka fs, and that produces the output of all the file systems that exist in the cluster. The first of them is called default. This is the file system that we used during the demo earlier today. And the other two are the file systems that we created in the previous video. So the non-tiered file system, we can see the SSD capacity size right there. It says here 10 terabytes. Actually, the reason it's showing 10.99 is because all the units we specified in the GUI were in TB bytes, and the units here are terabytes. So that's why we see this discrepancy. And then the available total capacity is the same. It's 1099 in this case. But if we look at the tiered capacity, what we see is that the available is what we specified, is 10 terabyte, but the available total is 50 terabyte. What that means is that we have about 40 terabyte of that capacity coming from the object tier. Now I can try to mount them and see what I can see on the command line on the, let's say, what the output of df would be. So let me create two mount points. I'll call this one tiered, and then I'll create another one called not tiered. Okay, I need to do this with a sudo, of course. And now let me try to mount the first one. So I will say mount -t Weka fs, and then I'll have to say the name of the file system. So the first one is fs not tiered, and that's going to be mounted on the mount point called not tiered. And it's mounted. Now let's mount the other one. Sudo mount -t Weka fs. This is a fs tiered, and it's going to be mounted on the tiered mount point. And now I'll do df -h -t Weka fs. As you can see, I have here three file systems mounted. The first one is the default, and the other two is the tiered one. As you can see, the total capacity is 50 terabytes, just as we specified in the GUI, and the not tiered shows here 10 terabytes. And that's the beauty of it. When I write my files, my data into the tiered file system, it goes into that file system and lands on the SSD, and then Weka internal policy will distribute that file onto the object storage at the time given. In our case, the demotion will not begin before 6 hours, as we specified, after which time it may be demoted and still cached on the SSD tier for another day, for a few days. And this is basically how it works. Thank you very much.